People always ask, where did we get the name Blue Water Climate Control? When a Navy ship casts off lines, exits the harbor, and loses sight of land, that's blue water sailing. It takes a team of people to do that. Tireless work, focus, and attention to detail. So much of starting a business is just like that. After it's done, you get filled with deep satisfaction for accomplishing something. And it's quickly followed by, now the real work begins. We're Blue Water Climate Control.
Thank you to our sponsors, not only Blue Water Climate Control, but also Orange Mountain Designs. That's your one and only source for all Lady Ball gear. Our girl Terry Holder, make sure you go there. Alexis Hornbuckle Basketball, where you can get all of your basketball needs from the youth all the way through the pros. Also, we have the gold standard, our girl Jaimel Johnson, fitness and sports performance training. Make sure y'all go support that. Just past the tutoring, I got Nelson Garcia out in Miami, Florida. Hit him up online for any of your math needs, K through 12 or ACT, SAT, and PSAT prep. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collective Unfiltered. I know this show looks a little different, but the episode is called Put Me In, Coach. You know why? Because we have our very own, my very own, Sandra Garcia, filling in for Jay Book. Sand, say what up to the people.
Hey, everybody. I am just filling in. Let's see how this goes. Maybe I can replace her. Let's see. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was going to say not happening. I love you, babe.
Just kidding.
But no, seriously, happy to have you on the show. What's up to everybody that's watching? Make sure you go like, press the thumbs up, and share, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube Locker Room, Twitter, or simply logged into the volunteerroadshow.com. Either way, we appreciate you. And we hope you enjoy this show. So, saying thank you, number one, for filling in for Bug. Just so you know, audience, Jay is coaching a Sweet 16 soccer game. So hopefully she won, and she should be finishing up soon. She may or may not be able to join us. Until then, we have a former Division I basketball player from Wake Forest University, a former 8-year Puerto Rican national team player, an 8-year overseas international professional player, now a branch manager for Wood Forest National Bank in North Carolina. Also, she's a certified personal trainer. She is also a basketball trainer. I mean, Jesus, what don't you do?
I don't know, but I'm also a cook. We're gonna keep going. I'm just kidding. No, that's true. I do all of those things, and I have done those things, obviously, because I'm retired right now. But I think it's really important to give back to the youth right now, especially during basketball season right now. So that's all I do. I'm a branch manager. I've been at Wood Forest since 2015, which is 2015. Then I was a rehire in 2016, and that's when I retired.
That's all. Sorry if y'all see me. Chica's just keep sneezing, and she's new, and we just took her out. I hope it's just allergies. You okay, Agua? Sandra's teaching our dog to be bilingual like she is. So you ran down the resume. I ran down the resume. Right now, kind of want to talk about the financial aspect of what the Collective Unfiltered is built upon. In case you don't know, the Collective Unfiltered is built on 4 pillars: athletes, finance, business, and equality. So obviously you fit every last one of those. But right now, let's talk about the banking industry and a little bit of financial literacy. Knowing that you are a Division I athlete and growing up, what are some key advice or key words that you can give young athletes when it comes to financial literacy?
Yeah, I'd say when I was in college, we didn't have any classes where they taught you credit worthiness or financial literacy, how to budget or save. There was no classes that did that. So what I would say right now is, especially if you're young and you're in college and you think $1,000 is a lot of money if you get that in a check, it's not a lot of money. Saving is super important. I'm still learning how to save till this day. And I think it's important to understand, put your your needs before your wants. Okay. And that'll take you a long way. And financial literacy, I do that right now at a Wood Forest Bank. And we teach financial literacy classes to those in need. We go to Habitat for Humanity and have those classes. We go to Junior Achievement, which is located in Charlotte. And there's a whole bunch of different companies inside of the building. And Wood Forest actually has a actual branch in there where kids can go and learn how to make deposits and withdrawals. So we do all sorts of financial literacy, including with our customers and non-customers, to just inform them about creditworthiness, loans, overdrafts, how that exactly work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are there for everyone to help them. And even though we're still learning how to be perfect in the financial industry, we know the knowledge. Now we just try to teach others financial literacy.
That's awesome. It's funny. Rachel just said, I still can't save money.
I
Rachel,
know. I saw it too. And I was like, I was going to say something, but I was like, let me finish my train of thought before I forget.
It's definitely a good habit that has to be created. I'm pretty bad at it. Actually, I go through phases. I do really well, and then I'm like, oh, I saved up this much money, and then I start to not do so well. And then a lot of times it's hard to recover from that. So you said a couple different things about your company, but really about what you do as a branch manager, helping to lead and teach these financial literacy classes. How does that feel when you're actually giving people who are maybe underprivileged, underfunded, may never even had more than, a couple $100 to manage. So to them, to them, saving money is extremely hard. Like, how does that feel to be able to go help people understand that no matter the amount of money that you have coming in, you can save in some capacity in most cases?
Yeah. So number one, working with the low to moderate income clients that we focus on, especially being on a board and working with those communities, it's amazing. They may not have more than 20 or 100 extra dollars to spare, or different cases, but the amount of appreciation they have for us coming into their building or presenting, or our presentation that we have to share, they're so appreciative of the help that they can have and the access to us in case there's any question and need or needs that they may need. Going along with that, there's people, this is the Unfiltered, so there's people like, I don't know what they're doing. They might be working out. But there's so many different forms and charts and sheets that you can Google. You can ask your bank for their financial assistance and financial literacy, and they will teach you how to save $1 a day to however much a week you want. So whatever your goal is, you should always be saving. If you are trying to buy a home, if you're trying to buy a car, if you have a loan to pay off, student loans, you should have some type of budget and plan in place to get that knocked off or to be able to purchase whatever your goal is financially.
Absolutely. So y'all heard that. If you're seeking help for financial literacy, please reach out to either us on Volunteer Roadshow, and we can reach out to Sandra, or you can catch her at Sandrita WF. That is on Instagram. That is SANDRITA, Sandrita WF, like Wake Forest. And I'm sure she would gladly answer your questions. Harold said, hey, ladies, good to hear that you're doing a show on becoming more financially literate. I'm an old guy. In high school in 1981, I remember taking a business class in high school. Harold, my question to you is, how beneficial was that business class when it came to real life situations and experiences and implementing what you learned? I would love to hear that response. So Sam, fast forward, what made you get into banking? Obviously, you were a professional basketball player. You played basketball when did you start?
I started when I was 4.
Yeah, 4. I thought we was on the same. I thought we was here with it, baby. My bad.
Yeah, you're a little bit older, but we still started at the same.
Y'all don't pay her no mind. So basically eating, breathing, sleeping basketball, and you hang up those shoes. You've never hung up your heels, but you hung up your basketball shoes. And what directed you into banking and financing and accounting? Because I know you had a spout, working with accounting as well.
Yeah. So,
go ahead.
So basically growing up, I started when I was 4 years old. When I tell you it was blood, sweat, and tears, putting in work to be able to play professional and just make my family proud. It was a lot of times I wanted to quit. I didn't. I had a great support system, but fast forwarding to, I think it was my last contract in 2015 towards the end of the year. I believe it was probably Jordan, I think. But anyways, I was like, okay, I need a job. I've always been used to making money. So I just wanted to get a job that is in finances, that is customer face-to-face interaction, because I love to interact with people and customers. So I just saw Woodforest National Bank. I was in Texas at the time, and that's where their headquarters are at, and that's where their traditional branches are. So I went ahead and applied as a retail banker. And I would say within 8 months to a year, I leveled up in assistant branch manager and then branch manager. And I have not gone to regional market manager, because I don't know if that's what I want long term. So can't really say much, but that's it. I don't know if I want to do that long term. So that's pretty much how I started with banking and finance.
Absolutely. Sam, can you see what's coming in?
Yeah, so it helped because we had to learn how to manage our checking accounts and to keep it balanced through the class year. So it showed us how to better manage your paychecks. Yeah, so Harold, I definitely agree with you. I see a lot of kids coming into the bank, 18 and up, and they don't know how to fill out a check. They don't know how to do a counter check. They don't know how to fill out a deposit slip, and they don't know how to endorse a check. So that's really good that you had that business class in high school and that it taught you those main principles with having a checking account. I think that's a great thing that a lot of high schools should definitely do.
Yeah, the thing now though is like we don't even use checks. Like the reason they don't know how to endorse them is because they don't write them. I mean, unless you really own your own business, or your parents showed you back in the day, you're not really walking around with a checkbook.
What about counter checks? Do people only use ATMs?
Most times. How often do you do a counter checks at the bank?
It just depends on if I need a cashier's check for something, or I think it's better to be prepared than not. So
yeah, absolutely. Coach Summitt always said, if failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So yeah. I absolutely agree 100% with you. Doris Workman, hello, Alexis, long time no see. What up, Doris? Hope all is well. And V. All right, so let's keep moving forward. So I know that you've been on this. Well, they know you because you're very active in the chat. You're obviously my girlfriend. They see us everywhere. You've met some of our actual fans and followers. But for those who haven't heard your story, tell them a little bit about being born in Miami. Just in case y'all don't know, she's Colombian, Puerto Rican. Tell them about, going back to Colombia in those younger days, explaining how Spanish is your first language and how that works out when you're having conversations and whatnot. And then obviously attending Wake Forest and playing professional basketball. Yeah,
so I am born in Hialeah, Florida, Miami, Florida, sorry. And I did go to high school and middle school. We have videos of like me in Colombia with my cousins. I don't know what happened to them. I think my mom actually threw those VCR tapes away. But I have some pictures with my cousins in Colombia, and my dad's Colombian. My mom is Puerto Rican. And, I think, going to high school, I was obviously a top rated athlete. In high school, I verbally committed. No, I'm sorry. What's it called again? When I signed letter of consent. What is it?
You signed your letter of intent.
Yes, there you go. I did that my junior year in high school to Wake Forest, and I had different offers in Florida, like University of Miami, but I kind of wanted to get out of Florida and be able to experience just another. I knew if I went to Miami, I would be in trouble. Okay, it's a party city, and I'm already from there, and I just didn't want to be that athlete to have my face somewhere where it shouldn't be. So. So boom, I played for the Columbia team a little bit when I was in high school, and then I went to college at Wake Forest, and I was able to play for the Puerto Rican national team as one of the youngest players on the actual national team my freshman year in college, which was 2009. So while I was in school, I was the only player who was excused to go play for her national team during the summer and then come back and be ready to go, which kind of helped me because I didn't have to do the conditioning in the summer. I was already in shape because I was playing. So that's that. Let's fast forward to right when I graduate. My first contract coming out was Finland, and in the midst of everything, I was still playing in the Puerto Rican national team as well as the BSNF, which is the professional league in Puerto Rico. So it was literally nonstop playing basketball and going to school and just kind of having everything go in order. Now, to keep it real, like, was it always like butterflies and rainbows? Like, no, like basketball, management, politics. I mean, you got to just be careful with everything that you do. And I was kind of ready to just be out of that scene and be able to be who I am. And I still have to be cautious of what I post and stuff. I think I've gotten a lot better than when me and Alexis first met. But so that's kind of my story. I would love to be able to do more stuff in Miami, Florida, and more camps and clinics or, workout sessions. Obviously, that's in the works. I know Lex talked to my brother, Nelson, who is from Just Pass It Tutoring, and hopefully we'll be able to get that going for this summer.
Absolutely. So y'all heard it. Anybody that knows anybody in Miami with kids that play basketball, let them know it's coming.
Look at that, Denise. I never withdraw money from the ATM. See?
That's like one person. Denise, no offense, but that's one person.
We have a lot of people that come up to the teller. They like their banker.
Yeah, honestly, face-to-face interaction is a little more soothing, especially if you're withdrawing, more than a couple $100.
Yeah, everything's on camera. So if you don't get your money, trust me, you will get your money because everything is caught on camera.
Absolutely. Donna Harrison says, sorry, I'm late. Hey, ladies, what's up, Donna? We knew you would be hopping in. Harold coming back with some more stories. My old college roommate at ETSU in the mid-1980s is a manager at Select 7 branch in Kingsport, Tennessee. Sorry, I promise you I'm literate. He told me that people do not negotiate prices on vehicles. What? Now, Harold, you lost me.
Well, the only thing I was talking about cars, but just saying like, well, I didn't. Yeah, just saying like if you're planning on purchasing a car or a home, you should really try to get that get your savings in order. But Harold, I'm not sure. I don't know. Are you buying me a car? I don't know. I'm just kidding, Harold. Hello to your cousin.
Yeah, what up, Jay? What up, cuzzo?
Kevin, who manages that credit union in Kingsport, told me people would just ask to keep their payments in a specific price level. Oh, okay. So yeah. So when purchasing a car, you can have a price point in thought.
Absolutely. All right. So before we go on with our second round for our sponsors, y'all see that I'm not wearing the Collective shirt today. I'm wearing Natural FX. This is a CBD company. Okay. This right here, I am an affiliate for. Anyone who I have the cream. Oh, that's what I forgot to grab. I have the cream. They have everything from pre-rolls to vape pens to the actual flowers. Yes, this is CBD. Okay. They have Delta 8 also in stock. But if you are interested in purchasing CBD, I actually use their hot cold gel their recovery gel many times on my ailments. It works. I've tried many different products. This one I actually continue to use. That's the reason I partnered up with them. So go to FX. Actually, you know what? I will post the link in the comments because I know y'all ain't gonna remember and I might mess it up. All right, so real quick, thank you, Blue Water Climate Control, and also the rest of our sponsors here on the Collective Unfiltered. We have Orange Mountain Designs, our girl Terry Holder. Make sure you go to orangemountaindesigns.com. Yes, we're in that off season right now, but load up on your Lady Ball gear. Also, Alexis Hornbuckle Basketball, where you can go for all of your basketball needs. Young, old, well, not too old. You got to be playing still. The gold standard fitness and sports performance training by our co-host, not today's co-host, but Jaimel Johnson. And also Just Facet Tutoring, Nelson Garcia down in Miami, Florida, who is also, you can reach him online for all of your K through 12 math needs, also SAT, PSAT, and ACT prep. So
thanks, Maria. See, this is why we love you.
I love it. Yeah, man. We're trying. Book couldn't come. Who can be the perfect co-host? Ding. Sandra Garcia. And she said yes, people. She said yes, which is rare sometimes.
Yeah, I usually say no, I don't want to be on camera, but I am here for the Tennessee Lady Vol family. Well, really
everybody, yeah. But speaking of Tennessee, not the Lady Vols, Tennessee Vols tennis men won this weekend the SEC championship. Go Vols! Shout out to them. Congratulations, fellas and coach. Another championship and accolade brought to the University of Tennessee sports. I'm here for all of that.
Speaking about Tennessee, sorry to cut you off, but obviously we live there. And we went into the Pratt facility. That's the name of it?
Yeah, Pratt Pavilion.
Yeah, and I mean, the girls have more championships than the guys, and let me just say that the practice facility is a little questionable. I think they need more. I think they need pictures. I think they need some stuff to be able to get the girls in loop with the guys.
I'm going to 10,000% agree with that. I was in there throwing jokes. But realistically, I understand Coach Summitt isn't there anymore. I understand things are changing. I am happy that Tennessee Volunteer men's basketball have been going in the upward direction that they have been going in the past few years. But the bottom line is, when you think Tennessee basketball, no matter what, you think Tennessee Lady Ball, you think really Pat Summitt. And originally, the sides were switched when Pratt Pavilion was first built. And both sides, in my opinion, as far as the decor, I mean, they had, paintings, pictures, all types of stuff. Now that it's switched, the guy side looks really nice. I was clowning. I was like, wait a minute, NCAA, and I see years. I said, oh, those are appearances. Can we get we have the championship banners over there, but why not list our SECs? If we're going to list appearances, why not list our appearances and our championships? My thing is same thing that Pat Summitt was coaching and reaching for and doing a lot of work outside of basketball. Title IX, equal rights, same thing that levels up. So it's just like, what happened? I know she's no longer here, but her legacy does not have to die. Listen, bring back the Lady Vols. That group of people was able to bring back the name Lady Vols. We were able to keep that. I'm going to challenge every single Lady Vol fan here today, and I'm going to continue to challenge you on different platforms. Listen, let's find a way to really honor Coach and to do up the girls' side and make it appealing. How can you recruit athletes when they don't have anything to look at, really? So this goes beyond just pride and, oh, we won, I want to see this, I want to see that. Of course I do, but it also comes down to recruiting. How do we get better if we don't even appeal to the people we're recruiting?
Mm-hmm.
That was your response?
No, I agree. I didn't have no appearances, but I am a former basketball player, and I agree. Like, your recruiting class, they want, especially because Pat is no longer with us, but they want to see they're in that new new generation, and they want to see things that they notice from other colleges. You don't know if they go to another college, UConn, and their practice facility is off the wall. Like, you just have to keep it new and have to have that legacy still live in the gym. That's the whole Tennessee is Pat Summitt, in my opinion.
That's a fact. And apparently we have a lot of other people on here that also agree. Harold agreed that if Coach Pat Summitt was still around, there would be more Lady Vol Sports Awards posted in the Tennessee training facilities. My mom was an old basketball coach. She taught me to love the Lady Vols. Harold, I mean, it's the absolute fact. And it's going to take more than me bitching and complaining, Sandra speaking up, or any other athlete. It's going to take a togetherness. It's going to take being able to, she just scared me, but she athletic, man. She almost fell, but scrambled and jumped off the side of the couch. So shout out to my dog that's an athlete too. But it's going to take us working to, my dog is smart. I had put a napkin back here. She asked to come up here. I thought she wanted to love on me. She took the napkin and jumped down. That's why she almost failed. She was trying to get away. But I defer. I'm sorry.
Someone asked too, when is the recruiting class for 2021 going to come back on, or is going to come on campus?
Maria, answer that question for me, please. She knows better than I know.
Yeah, Maria, if you know that question, go ahead and drop that down in the comments.
She'll know that. But yeah, again, we just got to keep pressing, keep supporting our Lady Vols, keep speaking out, and eventually the right person will hear us and things will, go back in order. We just want to get people on campus. And look at her. She came back up. I thought you couldn't jump up here. Hi.
What about the breaking news, LSU?
Oh, yeah, I forgot because we talked about it on the Buck and 2MC show on Thursday. Make sure y'all catch that Thursday nights at 7:30. But we know we spoke about Nikki Fargus leaving LSU. She resigned. She was not fired. She walked away by her own choice to pursue other endeavors. And Kim Mulkey returns to her home state of Louisiana to coach the LSU Lady Tigers. That's a boss move. Also, May 31st was the answer to that question for the 2021 class coming on campus. Summer school begins on June 1st. But Jesus, and Nikki Fargus, allegedly, or, is that the word I'm supposed to use, is up in discussion for that president of the Las Vegas Aces. So it's either president or GM. Correct me if I'm wrong, Maria. But honestly, I think that's a boss move. I reached out to Nikki today. She still calls me Hornbelt to this day. But she, prayers up that she is walking in grace. She's walking into a greater opportunity. And definitely we wish the best for her. What do you think about that Kim Mulkey, leaving Baylor and going to LSU, especially knowing she's in her latter years of coaching?
So I think, number one, Kim Mulkey has been there forever. I feel like she is Baylor. But because that is her hometown, I feel like it just makes sense. She is older. I mean, it would be a great place to retire and possibly change the program where you're from. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it's smart. I think it's preparing her for retirement. Not saying that it'll be a year or two, but whenever she does decide to retire, I think it's a great move to just do that in her hometown.
Yeah, I agree. I know I spoke last Thursday and was like, I could see it because she's from there, but she is Baylor,
Yeah.
Baylor women's basketball, but it is definitely a smart move, a money move. Got that $3 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was making 2.7 at Baylor, and somebody even asked, like, I don't know if LSU has $3 million to give her. And Maria quickly corrected that. I don't know if y'all know LSU has a lot of money for a lot of different reasons. They're kind of up there with the University of Texas when it comes to their athletic department. I think
going back to thinking someone doesn't have money or a program or a business, like if you want somebody and the benefits that you can have from that person, you're going to find that money. Trust me. Like, that's what I say about anything. There is ways around finding whatever that person needs. So that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, a couple different things just popped up. Maria said Caldwell in Vegas will be lit. Absolutely litty. She already told me, like, hey, y'all need to come out there. So, babe, we're going to Vegas if she make that move.
Yeah.
And then also, holy shit, Kim Mulkey's only 58. She's younger than my daddy and my mama. Hey, no offense, Kim, respect, but she definitely looks older than 58.
I mean, 58, but still, she's been in the game for so long that I think that's where we're adding those years. She's been, I mean, I just feel like I've seen her since I was in high school. Like, so 58, but trust me, just like any athlete, when you're 30 or 35 and you've been playing that long, your body feels like you're 40. So I know her body feels like she's 60. Okay, we're going to round that up.
Yeah, I don't go in on nobody today.
No, I'm saying that's not a bad thing.
No, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I said that, I just had thoughts come, like I had jokes come to the forefront, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pull it back because I do respect Kim Mulkey, what she's done for women's basketball at Baylor.
I think she is the highest paid in the SEC. Am I right? Oh, wait.
I can't even go back to the comments for some reason. Carter, can you go back?
It says, I think, okay, so 2.5 announced today. She was at 2.3 million at Baylor. And then Donna asked, is she going to be the highest paid coach in the SEC? I think, I don't know if she is.
Oh, 2.5.
2.5. Okay. I'm 58. Maria, you don't look 58 and you don't act 58. So kudos to you. Keep it young, baby.
Shout out. Kim also has 100% graduation rate at Baylor, just like Tennessee.
Oh, Wake Forest too. Wake Forest does too.
Oh, do y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all graduated every last one of your basketball players?
Graduated?
Yeah.
Yes. As you do know, Wake Forest is a prestigious university, and we pride ourselves in academics. If anyone agrees, go ahead and give me a thumbs up.
Can you agree that Tennessee is still better than Wake Forest?
In what area?
Thumbs up.
In what area? Academics?
Yeah, academics, whatever. Tennessee.
Don't be biased either. We all know Wake Forest has an amazing academic program. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to even get into this. It's Tennessee. I'm not going to get into Wake Forest and change the program. Okay?
All right. We ain't going to go back and forth then. Not right now. Chica gave up and went to sleep.
Yeah, I think Don Staley's at 2.1. So yes, Mulkey will be the highest. Oh wow.
Hey Don, go on and get you another. I mean, of course, I want my lady Vols to get a ship, but get you another ship so we can have, so we can match that salary for you next year.
What is a demon deacon? Oh my God, are you getting paid for that question? Stop it.
Yes, I love.
Oh my God.
And that just cracked me up. I appreciate that. That was a good little laugh out there. Go ahead and they're about to start coming in now. A lot of laugh out louds. Exactly.
I'm about to go get my jersey.
Which jersey you finna get? I know you got a couple.
Wake Forest.
Hey, listen, you better be glad I don't know where my rings are because you definitely don't want to compare on the basketball side.
Oh, okay. Anyways, back to the schedule program. We are the Collective Unfiltered. I'm just subbing in for Jaimel Johnson.
Absolutely. What episode is this?
This is episode 51.
Amen. Episode 51, also called Put Me In, Coach. Why? Because Sandra Garcia is sub in for Jaimel Johnson, who we hope has won her soccer game.
Yes. Who wins in a game of 21?
Did somebody ask that? Oh man, Alexis K. Hornbuckle. I'll give y'all the whole government for that because I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar on that. You did.
Look, Alexis has old knees, okay? And them little skinny legs ain't gonna hold them up, okay? Man, so I will win 21, I'll win horse, I'll win any anything except a one-on-one. Okay, we are two different players. So, oh my God, Rachel, I thought you were Team Sandra. Come on now, Tennessee fans. Tennessee has a high academic, aerospace veteran, outside a pretty good law school. Yes, Harold, you are absolutely right. But I was saying as a whole. But Tennessee's a great school too. I live in Knoxville now, so I'll be wearing orange sometimes.
She been wearing orange, so she been with me, y'all. Know that, especially these last 3 years. Yeah, man, I gotta get back in shape, her. But you saw a little something coming out. You know what I mean?
I read on my pool goal. Oh yeah, I love playing basketball in the pool. I read recently if Don wins a national championship, gets 400,000 bonus, 200,000 for Final Four appearance. Yeah, that does sound about right though.
Oh, that's what's up. That's awesome.
Contract, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On my pool. Okay, well, just invite us over, Maria.
She already has. It's whenever you get here and we got time.
Well, Maria, you got to let me know, because if it comes down to Lex, she'll forget to tell me stuff. And now that I know, I will put that in my schedule, and we'll bring some beer and wine.
Maria, I came home from your house and told her about this invitation. Okay, but yes, now that she's giving it the okay, yeah, let her know, because that way, if I tell her and she forget, it's different. If you tell her and she forget, she'll remember, if that's a word.
So, Alexis, I know on the Buck and 2MC show, you were talking a little bit about what you have going on in Tennessee, and it's called, what is it called?
Bucked Up Fan Camp?
Yes, Bucked Up Fan Camp. That's exactly what it's called. So tell everybody a little bit more. Talk about the Facebook page and see if you're paid, paid volunteer Roadshow, talking about Dean McDeacon. Can go ahead and put that link down for Facebook.
Awesome. So I am starting Bucked Up Fan Camp. So y'all know I did Bucked Up podcast. Bucked Up is kind of one of my brands. So I just do a lot of different things from that. But the Bucked Up Fan Camp specifically is only for the first 14 people that are chosen to participate in the first session of the fan camp. It'll be 6 total lessons. There will be film, discussion, live Q&A, also food and beverages, place and location and time to be determined. It will be during the week, probably between 7:30 and 8:30. We are kind of narrowing down between about 2 or 3 venues. But once that is out, you can go to Facebook, look up LVFL Bucked Up, BUCKDUP. Again, that's LVFL BUCKDUP.
Yeah, go ahead and write it in that. Go ahead and write it in that.
Let me see if I can do this.
If you can, or if the back office, not back office. Look at me talking about banking.
I know. Hey, Carter, can you drop that for me? I don't know why I'm not logged in as I can't do any of the work in the background. So while he's doing that, we have Wake Forest is a high academic school. I totally agree. Yes. So right down there on the bottom left, you guys will see where to go ahead and like and follow the page to get into, or to be one of the 14 to get invited in the Bucked Up Fan Camp. I think that's honestly awesome though. Like you don't know anyone that's doing that right now. And I think it's so important to people, for fans and individuals, to really learn the game, and that will make you, and you will become a better fan. I think that's awesome. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because she's my girlfriend, but I honestly think that's awesome. And man, I love it. Love what you're doing. Good job. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. Again, go to Facebook, LVFL Bucked Up. It's on the bottom of your screen. Appreciate that, Carter. Doris, have I talked to Pooh about ball camps in Ohio? No, Doris, I haven't talked to anyone about doing ball camps outside of the state of Tennessee and the state of North Carolina, simply because I have a lot on my plate right now, and expansion out of state, out of those 2 states, just really aren't an option right now. As I continue to expand Alexis Hornbuckle basketball and get reestablished here in Knoxville, I will definitely be setting up where basically basketball camp tours, just hitting different states at different times throughout the year. Thank you for that question. You know what, co-host? Do your thing. You got the questions. Do your thing.
Me? Okay. So, Alexis Hornbuckle, do you think Kelly can bring Tennessee back into the conversation of winning SEC and NCAA titles?
I think she can. If she's headed in the right direction. I know Maria posted the link from 24/7 Sports. That is where she writes, who she writes for. So go check that out of the new hire. I believe her name was Joy, or her name is Joy. I forgot. But anyway, I think that with that hire, getting in the recruits and creating some dogs, or recruiting dogs, because you really can't create them, recruiting dogs, and then coaching them as if they're nothing less than a championship team already. It's the substitution has to be on point. The in-game decisions have to be on point from the coaching staff and the players. The execution, obviously, from the player standpoint, has to be on point. And in my opinion, the only way to do that is to demand it every single day from the time they step foot on campus. It's a new year. COVID has lightened up a little bit. They were able to play. So let's continue this track. I think that we made a better run this season, probably better than what some expected in her second year. But now that she did that little bit, everybody's like, all right, you got to the Sweet 16. We need you at the Final Four. And her being a former champion, I hope and believe that she already knows that. So I think anything is possible. But it is going to take some gut-wrenching, straight out, grinded out type of coaching and practices, and learning how to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not cater, but I guess understand players. What'd you say?
I said adjust.
Adjust. Yeah. Adjust to her players, because everyone doesn't handle criticism the way I mean, the same way. So that's an obvious thing. But overall, her system and what the players are coming into, they have to know, flat out, ain't no bullshit. You got to come to win.
You got to buy in. That's
it. Absolutely. Absolutely. What else we got?
I can't see Harold. I know you have two other statements. I can't really see it on my end. So if you want to copy and paste it, or I don't know if Carter can put it back on there. But Maria said Joy McCorvey, associate head coach at FSU. I think Donna, she was replying to Donna. I can't see any of the old ones. I don't know why.
Alex put up Harold's previous message. So.
Hey, Alexis, Sandra, and Catfish in the background. Hey, I don't know how. SVEN, Sven. I don't know.
That's our guy from Europe, man. He stays tuned in. He's in the wee hours of the morning right now.
Nice. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just a co-host here, subbing in for Jaimel Johnson. So Harold said, I feel the Lady Vols program is in good hands with Coach Kelly leading the way. She was on teams that won back-to-back national women's national championship. She is Pat's clone. I think that, I don't know. I'll let you answer.
I mean, yeah, she's not Pat's clone. Nobody will ever be Coach Summitt, or in my opinion, anything really close to it. It's going to take, there may be another like Pat Summitt, but I don't see it happening with Kelly, and not expecting it to. When Coach Summitt passed away, she passed down her legacy, and that's all that needs to be continued. It has nothing to do with the comparison of names. It has everything to do with the comparison of not even systems, just championships. Is what it comes down to. Like, every coach or any coach that they bring in to coach the Lady Vols right now, Kelly Jolly Harper is wearing those shoes. You're expected to win championships. We realize it's not an overnight process. We realize she's only going into year 3, but the bottom line is Lady Vol basketball needs to get back to winning SEC and NCAA championships, and or at least competing in them or in the Final Four.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think that's a lot of people's, or I think that's where the problem is that, when someone's gone or someone leaves the university, people try to compare. And that's one of the worst things you can do, because everyone's different. Will you have similarities if you played for that coach? Absolutely. But you can never compare ever. So someone wrote, it just went down, but basically both of you, why do you think Holly? Oh, I can't see the question.
So it says for both of you, why do you think Holly failed? I really liked her as a coach. Was she not a good game day coach? I think I don't even use the words that Holly failed. Holly didn't have a fair opportunity stepping into the coaching position at the time that she stepped in. You're trying to fill the biggest shoes in college basketball at the time, not just women's. She was the winningest coach, male or female, before she passed away. Those shoes you can't fill those overnight. Number one. Number two, they're thinking because Holly played for Pat, Holly spent so many years under Pat's wing as an assistant, that Holly would be Pat. Sandra just hit on it, and I've seen multiple comments come throughout. Mm-hmm. You cannot compare anybody to Pat. You cannot expect anyone to be Pat, and I quite frankly don't think anyone is trying to be Pat.
No. Yes, go ahead.
I think that Holly was put in a lose-lose situation at that time. There was a lot going on. She didn't have time to grieve her friend. She didn't really have a lot of time to adjust, kind of thrown in the fire. And I think by the time she realized where she was and what's going on, well, hell, y'all know how y'all get, fans. Y'all start ready off with her head, kick her out, fire, everything else. So I don't want to say she failed. I just think that people were looking for her to do that, and you're not going to get those results from any coach.
Yeah, and I saw someone, I think it might have been Jessica, put Kelly does not want to be who said that? Oh no, I'm sorry. Donna said Kelly doesn't want to be compared to Pat. Absolutely. I think everyone wants to build their own legacy, especially at a program like that. I think she appreciates and for everything Pat's done, and now it's time for her to build her legacy. So I think I agree with Donna.
I definitely agree with Donna. Carter, do me a favor and put up Seven's his last question from YouTube for me. So he said, first you have to establish a winning culture, and then you can drink from natties. Anything else makes no sense. How do you feel about that, Sam? You want me to say it again?
No, I see it. I don't understand natties.
National championships.
Natties. Oh, we never had none at Wake Forest, so thank you for explaining it.
Lingo, they don't teach them that at the prestigious Wake Forest.
But no, yeah, you have to. Yeah, every university has its own culture and their own strategies and game plan and just system. And I think that's important because if your system is working and you're winning, that's going to lead to being able to go to the Final Four and win a national championship. So yeah, you have to, that kind of goes back to buying into the process, trust the process. We say that with our girls all the time. And every, you know, when I was at Wake Forest, I had Coach Pete, who is now, I think, with Atlanta, my first 2 years. And then Coach Jen Hoover came in for the other 2 years. And they had two different programs. And even though I was kind of upset that he left, I had to buy into the program. If not, I was going to get frustrated. Us as a team, we weren't going to win. So I think that's extremely important is basically winning, like trust the process. If you trust the process, you see the outcome, and then it'll lead you to national championship or SEC championship, etc.
Absolutely. I think I would have probably said the exact same thing. So I really don't have to add to it. I just agree with that. Set the culture, set the tone, the players buy into it. And from there, it doesn't take long to be competing for a national championship. Y'all saw that this year with the teams and players that were able to shine simply because they were 100% bought in.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, as we got a couple minutes left in the show, go ahead and get out your last questions and comments so that we can get to them. In the meantime, Stan, we like to do this with all of our guests, and of course, Boogie and I go back and forth with this. Tell the people what you have going on. Where can they find you? Anything you want the people to know. Anything. What's your favorite lipstick? Anything. All right.
Oh my goodness. So as you all know, I am working right now at Wood Forest National Bank. I still do private and individual trainings here in North Carolina in the meantime of me driving back and forth. I cannot say what I'm getting into as of yet. I don't have no confirmed date on when I will be moving to Knoxville, but I will let you guys, officially move where I don't have to drive back and forth all the time. I will let you guys know whenever I'm able to, but right now I cannot. Let's see what else. Let's see, it's been a little bit tough working out, driving back and forth, stressed, and I still eat healthy Monday through Friday, at least Monday through Thursday. I am good to go. I might have a couple cheat meals here and there in the weekend because downtown Knoxville is kind of hard not to eat good. Okay. What else is new? I'm staying with my parents now. 30-year-old staying with my parents. I'm just kidding. I'm thankful that they allowed me to stay here during all this transition stuff. But I think that's it. I don't really have a lot going on. I can't really talk about it right now. And it's not top secret. I can't do it right now. I can't talk about it right now. But I promise you guys will see a picture. Y'all know me. Y'all will see a picture and it will have a description about exactly what's going on. You can catch me on Facebook at San Garcia. And you can catch me on Instagram at Sandrita, SANDRITAWF, as in Wake Forest, on Instagram. And basically, I post almost everything. So if you want to keep up with me and Alexis, because I drag her in there as well also too, just follow me on there. I'm happy to be able to sub in for Jaimel Johnson, a.k.a. Boog. And I hope I did a good job on tonight's episode. And maybe if it's an emergency, I'll be back on. Thank you. I do use my lipstick. Yeah. So this is the only brand that I use that I live by. It's the Maybelline Mac Lipstick. I probably have every color of this, and it is it does not come off. I went out the night before, slept in my makeup, which you shouldn't do. And the next day, it looks exactly like this. So if you guys are looking for a lipstick, they have different shades and more neutral colors as well. Thank you.
And
thank you.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead. I was just saying thank you to
Les, I believe. And yeah, girl, it do look amazing though. Yeah. But seriously, thank you for hopping in on such short notice, especially all the driving and ripping and running that you've been doing just today, not let alone in the past couple of weeks. Everyone that tuned in, if you love the job that co-host Coach Sandra Garcia, whatever y'all call her, saying, if you believe she did an excellent job, which I think you did an excellent job, by the way.
Thank you.
Press the thumbs up. Go ahead and like and follow. Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and at her and let her know what type of job she did. In the meantime, we'll head out. We'll give one last gig to our sponsors. We'll hold that screen before we hold out. But there's one thing that we always say leaving our show, Sandra. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, of course. Be unfiltered in your truth.
And that's all we ask y'all to do. Have a blessed night. We love y'all. Go Vols. And until next Monday, we'll see you.
Bye.